Hypocrites and conspiracy theorists have propagated that Sanskrit is the birthplace of all languages. It is the beginning of the universe, and most people are stuck in their words. They have never imagined that the Sanskrit cannot be written correctly today without the help of Devanagari script. How would it have been written if the Devanagari script was not found 1,000 years ago? They are unable to imagine the situation 1,000 years ago and get stuck in this conspiracy. If you understand this conspiracy through script and language, then you will catch the grip of Manyavadi. Just as we have understood the scientific view of the creation of life from the concept of evolution of species, in the same way, the script and language have also developed systematically. We call the language that we can speak and write. We call speeches that we can only communicate with each other or people, but we cannot write it. And the script says that in which the language can be written and represented through words and sound. If you understand the evolution of language and script, then you will catch the whole mess. In the historical era, the script was read well, and it was found that the entire historical era was full of Samyak Sanskrit, in which most of the inscriptions were found in the inscriptions of King Ashoka. There is also an inscription in the name of the contemporary Passenger of Buddha, which is found in Satna district of Madhya Pradesh, and that too is written in Dam script. All the inscriptions of King Ashoka have also been written in Dam script. And this is the biggest turning point. If Sanskrit was the oldest, then from where the evidence of Pathniya or inscriptions began to be found, there should have been Sanskrit inscriptions first. Its script should have been found. You should take note of one thing here, that the development of the script is for language. In any country, when the language is converted into language, then first of all, people design the script to write their words. So in the time of King Ashoka, which these people call Brahmin script, which they have written in Dam script, it was developed. This script was also found before and after them. This was a development. In the same way, the script of Sanskrit, Devanagari script, was found only after the 9th century. It also developed. So this claim that Sanskrit is very old, it is absolutely false, weak, and fake news. And now all our historians, they are also denying this very well. One of them is a very good book, Bhrm Ka Palinda. But despite all this, the hypocrites, the children of the Brahmins, they have deliberately created a lot of propaganda. The Pali inscription, which was written in Dam script, they have also deliberately published it as a Sanskrit inscription. For example, the 2nd century Junagadh inscription, they have also published it as a Sanskrit inscription, and it is said to be the first Sanskrit inscription of India. It is not that only they are hypocrites. Many people have been misled by this. Many Britishers also, when they were accepting the history of India, then the inscriptions they used to get in Dam script, the Brahmins were not able to read them, because they had nothing to do with Dam script, but they definitely got it written in Brahmi script. When the Britishers read it, they had to interpret their words. So at that time, neither was there the vocabulary of Pali in India, nor were the Buddhists in dominion at that time, or in majority, or in minority. Basically, they were naked. So that's why the Britishers also interpreted the inscriptions written in Dam script in the Brahmins' vocabulary, because of which, many misunderstandings came to people. As an example, King Ashoka wrote to himself, Devan Pai Pai Desu, and James Prinsep translated it, Beloved of God. Now they didn't even know that there is no concept of God in Buddhism. And even today, you will find its translation everywhere in English, Beloved of God. So understand this, don't blindly trust the latest research, which is now being published by the people of Dam, by the new historians. It is very important to read their research, their books. The Brahmins will always give you an example of this, that this is written in Cambridge University, this is written in Oxford. They have a simple question, that what Griffith did in the language of Vedas, what Max Muller did in the language of Vedas. Max Muller was from Oxford University, so why not assume his Vedic language? So here, they running away. First of all, if you look at the description of Junagadh, you will find that there is a mention of the repair of the well there, and this well was built by King Maurya. The rulers who have written this description, they were foreigners, and they were called Sak, and they came to India, took the path of Buddhism, and completely fell into the Dam culture of India. Whenever a foreigner comes, he imposes his culture on others, he also imposes his language on others. But, as long as the Dam was in existence, till the 8th to 10th century, all the foreigners who came to India, they fell into the culture of India, whether they were Sak, Kushan, Pallav, or Hood. In the description of Junagadh, it happened that the rulers here completely fell into the culture of India. Therefore, the description of Junagadh, the language of this place, remained in Pali script, but in it, 1 or 2 words of the Sak ruler had an effect. Seeing the same 1 or 2 words, these hypocrites Hindus published the entire description of Pali as the description of Sanskrit. The description was written by the Buddhist ruler. The description that was written, in that, 1 or 2 words came separately, because they were foreigners. They also wrote it in Dam script. And who is telling it in Sanskrit? Manyavadi. Now, what will you call him? Will you call him a foreigner? Or will you call him the son of Sak? What a big confusion. Till now, all these WhatsApp universities, Facebook universities, and nowadays, students from Wikipedia universities, are reaching there, to give knowledge of history. See, it is written in Wikipedia, the description of Junagadh is the description of Sanskrit. So, once again, I would like to advise that instead of taking knowledge from social media universities, start taking knowledge from the right source. Who has written what does not matter. What matters is, what is the logic behind it? What is the truth behind it? What is the truth of the language and script behind it? The question is, in damn script, when the description of Junagadh has been written, then can Sanskrit be written in damn script? The answer is, no. The description of Sanskrit is suitable only in Devanagari script. If you want to write it in damn script, then you cannot write it. You cannot write Sanskrit. You try writing it. The word Kri of Sanskrit cannot be written in damn script. So, when the name of the language cannot be written in damn script, then how will the whole vocabulary of the language be written? Writing the script and writing the mantra is a very long process. Big conspiracy has been created. If still, someone has doubts, then my simple challenge is that you, Krishna, Vikramaditya, Dharma, Priya, Samundra, Lakshmi, Om, Burbhua, Triambakam, Pushtavardhanam, Yag, Rishi, Rigveda, Sam, etc. Write it in damn script and show it. If you are not an expert, then get someone who is an expert to write it and show it. Get someone who is a Manyavadi or a Brahmavadi to write it and show it. And when he will not be able to write in damn script, then you understand from this, that in this damn script, there is a description of Junagadh, there is a description of Gupta dynasty, then how would they have written Sanskrit? When you are not able to write these small words, how would they have written Ramayana, Mahabharata, Gita, Upanishads, in BC? How would they have written? Without writing? Here, let me tell you one more thing, that many people have confusion, they keep on propagating, that we follow Sanatan Dharma. So, this word dharma, before the 10th century, was written as dam. So, they did not follow Sanatan Dharma before the 10th century, they used to follow Sanatan Dam. This is an answer for those people who do not have this answer, that today, they say Hindu, which is a Farsi curse, so, what was their dharma? So, this was not their dharma, this was dam. In this dam script, they used to write Sanatan Dam. If you do not believe, then go to any knowledgeable, in the dam script, of Gupta dynasty, and the description of Junagadh, in that, write dam, and check for yourself, whether it was dharma or dam. Now, see some more proofs. They propagate Vikramaditya a lot, that he was a Hindu king. The kings of Gupta dynasty, like Samundra Gupta, they were also propagated a lot, in the name of Hindu king. The question is, the name you hear, Vikramaditya, Samundra Gupta, was this their name? What did they write? So, when you see their description, you will be astonished. Vikramaditya had written his name, Vekmadat, which is in dam script, in Pali language, and Samundra Gupta had written his name, Chadgapat. Now, you understand from this, that these Brahmins, to call the kings of Vikramaditya and Gupta dynasty, as Brahmins, even changed their name, in Sanskrit. Vikramaditya and Samundra Gupta. Now, this question arises, when did they do this? The simple thing is, when these words cannot be written in dam script, and these words are found only in Devanagari, then when the Devanagari script came after the 9th century, then only, they must have done this. And anyway, they have done this, after the invention of paper. You understand, since when Manyavadi has been trying to make you Brahmins. This is a coincidence that Vikmadat and Chadgapat got their inscriptions, from which their real names were found. And the lies of Manyavadi were discovered. But, this lie, you people, did not know, this study of Vikramaditya script was made to disappear from the entire syllabus. Now, from this, you can understand, the government belongs to anyone whose influence, till now. What have these people taught you? What have they given you? Why are you so confused about history? The reason for this is not your mistake, but this system, which always wants to keep you in delusion, never wants to tell you your history. When Bodh Mahavidyalaya was excavated by Nalanda, there were many inscriptions of Gupta period, soil inscriptions of Vardhan period, and of Pal lineage. The inscriptions of Gupta period were written in Damlipi. And it was a little twisted compared to Maurya period Damlipi. Basically, it was a development. And, after that, the inscriptions of Pal lineage, which were found, of the 9th century, which was found, in the courtyard of Nalanda Mahavidyalaya. If you look at the inscription carefully, it is a Nagari inscription. And it is written, Sri Nalanda Mahavihar. So, from here, it was found out, that in the 9th century, Damlipi was being transformed into Nagari inscription. And, this transformation was also done, in Samyak period, which means, this inscription was also developed, by the Bodh Margas. And, this seal was also, of Nalanda University, in the campus. But, the Mahavihar, which is written in this, pays attention to the H, you will find, that the H, which is written in, Devanagari inscription, is not that, but, this Damlipi, is the step of development. That means, the inscriptions, have also evolved, and slowly, they have progressed, by developing. When James Prinsep was trying to read King Ashoka, then, he worked hard, and all the inscriptions he had made a chart of the whole Varnamala and Swarka Vikas Karam. You can see, this chart, it shows how the inscriptions are changing their symbols. And, in this way, we have reached the Devanagari inscription. So, one thing, you must have understood that the words of Sanskrit can be written only in Devanagari inscription and in Damlipi. So, all the inscriptions found in Damlipi are not of Sanskrit. They are inscriptions, and those inscriptions, later on, became Sanskrit and were called Sanskrit. Sanskrit means Sanskritified. And, to be Sanskritified, there was a language which existed that was Sanskritified. And that language was Pali. So, now, you must have understood that Pali language is the oldest, and this is completely fake news. It is nonsense. It is a crepe that Sanskrit is the birthplace of all languages, and Sanskrit is very old. There is no proof, not even a single written proof. Can you tell that today you know a word which you can pronounce, but no one can write it? In the same way, when ri, cha, tra, jaya, all these words did not exist before, then what was the question of being Sanskritified? And if these words existed, then the intellectuals who were able to write so many scriptures, for them even the letters would have been designed. Basically, all these inscriptions were made around the development of the Devanagari script. Only then were these inscriptions written in the Devanagari script. And when the development of Pali happened, then Pali made the script, Damlipi, for itself. Every language makes a script for itself. So, in the same way, after the 9th century, Sanskrit also invented its script, which is Devanagari today.